What is up, YouTube? Today we're here with another YouTube video, and we're going to be showing you how you can complete the Legend Lost Sector for today, the Chamber of Starlight. So what you want to do is open your map, go to Destinations, and on the right side you're going to see the Dreaming City. Pick that, and then spawn in over here at the Villian Mist. Now to get over there, just go ahead, bring your Sparrow out or your hoverboard, and then we're just going to make our way over here towards the left side of the spawn area. And you can just avoid all these enemies, doesn't really matter. But we're just going to go straight over here to this cave. And this is going to bring us to a different part of the map. So we just got to keep going this way. And then we're just going to go through here. Pretty easy to find. And then when you reach this way, I usually just jump off of this cliff right here. And then we should make it no problem. Okay, I actually just bounced off the wall there. So I'm going to go right here and just drop. You can see the symbol right there. But here is the Chamber of Starlight entrance. Now, if you don't see the flag right there or this little icon on your map, that means you do have to complete it normally. So what we're going to have to do is go inside and then make your way through this little cave area. And then at a certain point, it's going to tell you Chamber of Starlight Lost Sector discovered. When you see that, that means you have to kill all the enemies and loot the chest at the end and kill the boss. And you'll unlock everything so you can see. There goes your taken enemies. Make your way through there if you have to clear it out. And then once you clear it after the first time, it'll tell you that you can go and play Legend in Master difficulty. And I hit another loading screen. This just happens every time at this point. So we're going to go back up here and we're going to go over the modifiers. So for Legend difficulty, we have Shielded Foes, Solar, and Void Shields. We have Legend modifiers, which are Locked Loadout and Extra Shields. Equipment Lock, Limited Revives. We have Overload and Unstoppable Champions. Solar Threat, 25% increase to incoming solar damage. Epitaph, they can combat and incinerate Blight Geysers when defeated. Overcharged Weapons. Weapon overcharges from the seasonal artifact are active in this activity. Kinetic weapons do increased damage when your subclass or element matches an active surge. Then we have Stasis Surge, 25% bonus to outgoing stasis damage. Then Solar Surge, 25% bonus to outgoing solar damage. And then Overcharged Sword, 25% bonus to sword damage. For rewards, enhancement cores are uncommon. If completed solo, legendary weapon, I almost said weapon armor, legendary weapons are uncommon. And if completed solo, exotic head armor is rare. Now, again, recommended power is 1830, but 1815 I think and above you should be fine. Just make sure you're at the highest height level you can be, and then go ahead and load into it. But let's get into the loadout, and then we'll get into the gameplay at the end. Now for the loadout, we are using Solar subclass. We got Golden Gun Marksman, we got Gambler's Dodge, Triple Jump, Knife Trick, and Healing Grenades for the abilities. For the aspects, we have On Your Mark and Knock 'em Down. For fragments, we got Ember of Ashes, Ember of Char, Ember of Solace, Ember of Torches, and Ember of Eruption. Now for the weapons, I'm running Riptide, Polaris Lance, and Apex Predator. You don't need an Apex Predator, you could just use any rocket launcher, preferably a solar rocket launcher, but if you don't have that, any rocket launcher will work. We just want a rocket launcher for the overload champions that we're going to encounter throughout the Lost Sector. And then Polaris Lance is for the unstoppable. So we're going to move on from that into the armor. Now for the armor, our exotic helmet is Celestial Nighthawk. And on the helmet, we have 2 Solar Siphon mods and 1 Dynamo mod. For the arms, we got Solar Loader and Heavy Handed. And then for the chest piece, 2 solar damage resistant mods. I don't remember what yesterday's modifiers were, so just bear with me for that one. But Charged Up is going to be another mod. Depending what the damage resistant mods are, just make adjustments when needed. But for the legs, Stacks on Stacks is what we have, and 2 Kinetic Weapon Surge mods. And then we have, for the Hunter Cloak, 2 Bomber mods and 1 Time Dilation mod. Now for the artifact, what I recommend, if you want, just copy this one right here. But for the first row, it doesn't really matter. For the second row, I highly recommend Kindling Trigger and From Whence You Came. And then for the third row, Flint Striker with Wished Into Being. And then for the fourth row, Overload Rocket Launchers. And then Rays of Precision and Solo Operative. So with that being the loadout, let's get into the gameplay.